Welcome to Xybion QMS, introducing a newly released version of the web-based solution that allows you to manage change in a streamlined, compliant, and yet flexible way, and includes workflows to manage document changes and engineering change processes. The Change Management module, or Change Control, is part of the integrated Xybion QMS suite that can be used seamlessly with other modules, including CAPA management, audit management, documents, products and equipment, etc., and other modules in the system. The Change Management module captures the records from different workflows for purposes such as document changes for new collaboration, revisions, expiries, and document process changes, as well as engineering change orders for equipment, instruments, processes, product materials, and much more. Within the change control system, the user is able to capture all the different types of changes, search, filter them, launch new types of processes in the system as well. Each user then has the authority to see the records, can personalize their dashboard with critical fields, and report on those fields as well. They can also see the status of the workflows and work on those. Within Xybion QMS, the advantage is that you can create multiple workflows or tweak the workflows. They are versioned. We also have configurable notifications, assignments, and alert escalations, and configurable forms, fields, and business rules. So your process, your way through these change management controls. Now, one of the options that we have is an out-of-the-box document control or document change request workflow. This allows you to launch a workflow. Again, the forms are configurable, and select a document or multiple documents within the document management system that need to be modified or expired, etc. The type, document type, change classification are completely configurable and up to you. However, there is automation built into the workflow that will allow you to continue the rest of your DCR journey very quickly. And part of that is going through that confirmation process, not only collecting the information, but getting it reviewed, determined if it should go forward, and then, of course, working with that integrated document management system to make sure that those changes are implemented correctly with the appropriate review, approval, distribution, and reading cycles. So as we see that automation, once that information is collected as far as choosing that document, the system is automatically then going to pull in a working copy for that person to mark up and suggest changes to that document. Also, that name, document reference numbers, it's going to compile that based on the documents you've selected, but it's editable, of course. The document versions and related change records are critical because it's going to pick up other documents that could be impacted, as well as any other change requests that others might have launched on the same document, same version. So now I can see the entire scope of requested changes, and I can set up my plan for reviewing these changes. What we can also do then is, as it goes through that process of requesting, verifying, implementing, at any point we can filter and we can review the different reports. So the reports are also configurable. What I see on the screen, the columns I see on the screen, and the list of reports that I will get on this pop-up screen are configurable. So the more reports you configure, the more will be listed. They can be grouped, they can pull in different types of fields, and they can be created in Excel, Word, active server pages. Also, they can be modified with the different columns. and they can be saved back into the document management system if you want a more permanent instead of ad hoc record of that report. And the filters will allow you to create multiple filters so that way you can find specified sets of data. And you can print the reports on those as well. So it takes you from end to end in the process. Those reports can include pie charts, bar charts, and as I mentioned, different formatting types. Now, besides document changes, we also support engineering changes and other types. So here's an example of an engineering change order that is configurable. I would start the engineering change order, and this one has a much different look and feel because in this case I'm trying to do a change on a process or a piece of equipment or, for example, instrumentation. And what you will notice in the ECO, it has a built-in risk type capability. And this can be embedded in any workflow in the system. So you can select your severity, your probability, determine your risk for proceeding or not proceeding with that change, and capture the relevant information so it can be assessed and investigated by multiple investigators if necessary to do that engineering change. So that concludes a very high level overview of change management and a couple of the workflows that we have placed in that suite to make your job easier. It contains that impact assessment and that implementation, which is made easy really through automation, so you can feel at ease that you have included the entire scope of the change. We invite you to contact Xybion and ask for a live demo, and thank you for watching.